Today's a very special day, not only for the channel, but for the bike itself. There's a slight hint on the bike, I don't know if you've got it yet, but let's get straight to the point. We've got our hands on the Torp TC1000. Made specifically for the Ultra B. Look how nice and perfect it lines up with everything. Just pops on the bike with the nice Torp logoing there. The stickers here to match it. It is just absolutely beautiful. So here's the first thing I like about the Torp. Everybody knows with the Ultra B, you have to go through a sequence of steps to get her started. Not only do you have a kill switch, unlike the Light B, you have no kill switch, but you also have a ready button back here. So normally you would have to hit the kill switch and then hit the ready button, and this ready would pop up, and then you're good to go. With the Torp TC1000, I can actually hit the kill switch either way and still go. The ready button is now deleted, so you don't have to hit that at all, and you're just ready to go right off the bat. And you may ask, why would you do that? Why would you delete your kill switch and your ready button? Well, it's mainly just for one reason, and that's for the key trick, where you take your hand off, you coast, you pop the key out, you put it back in. I love that about the Torp already, but that's one of the very minuscule features it has. Let's get straight to the point and talk about what people are really interested in. It's the power upgrade and the ability to adjust your settings. You can't really do too much with the stock controller. What you have is what you get. There's a couple of settings you can adjust on the Ultra B through this computer here. I think it's like engine braking and traction control and a few other things, but it's really not much as far as power or anything like that. So the main reason people get controllers on Surrons is to be able to adjust your power outputs. Your two main power outputs are going to be your kilowatts and your phase amps. To put that in terms you're probably familiar with, your kilowatts would be equivalent to your horsepower and your phase amps would be equivalent to your torque. So your kilowatts are going to give you a high speed, your miles per hour, and your phase amps are going to give you that brunt force, that initial pull. Not only can you adjust your power outputs with the controller, but the controller itself is actually more efficient for the bike. But the main way you're going to save battery is by adjusting your eco mode. And you're like, adjusting your eco mode? What do you mean? Your eco mode is already set up to be economical, to save your battery. While this is true, you can adjust it even more so to be even more eco-friendly. So what you would do is just turn your phase amps way down, because that's what's going to use up majority of your battery. And then your kilowatts are going to give you that high speed. So here you go, I'm in eco mode, and I'm doing about 45-50 miles an hour, and I'm using less power than I normally would. And that's plenty for any normal street that you would need to be on. So you can conserve your power and keep up on all major streets. It's a win-win situation. Basically, on a stock Ultra B, you get your eco, you get your drive, you get your sport. When you get your Torp controller, those don't really mean anything anymore. You can set either one to be anything. So this Torp controller is linked to a mobile app right on your phone. I have an iPhone, and it is the most user-friendly app I've ever used as far as controllers on Surrons go. And it gives you plenty of different settings to adjust as far as power delivery, regen, throttle response, the kilowatts, the phase amps. I mean, just so many different settings on there to really get the bike to feel exactly how you want it to feel, depending on where you're riding. You can have, like I said, 3 different modes. So you can have an off-road mode, you can have an on-road mode, you can have a highway mode. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll go kick her up in sport, and we'll jump on the Interstate today just to show you how powerful this thing actually is. It's so customizable to where you can really get it to feel however you want. You can even turn the engine brake way up and really have it feel like a 4-stroke. I have my engine braking personally set at like 10 amps, I think, somewhere around there. I'll pop it up here on the screen, and it feels pretty much stock to me. I still got to calibrate the speed, but we're going somewhere around 25-30. Crack her right up. It's just a great feeling up here in the wheelie. I mean, the power delivery is just so smooth. What I love about this Torp controller is you can change the delivery curve of the throttle. It still chops like a 2-stroke, right? But it's not going to send you flying off the bike because it's so aggressive to touch. The power really comes on super nice and clean. Look at the American flag draped over the building. What a beautiful scene. Nobody does it like Chicago, man. So let's give you guys a little glimpse at what sport does. And this is actually turned down, but you see how aggressive that throttle is to just touch? I mean, it's ridiculous. Not even pinning the throttle all the way. So that should give you a good idea for what this thing is like. Look at this. I mean, ridiculous, just effortless with this controller. doesn't even make sense. What up, brother? Two completely opposites on the bikes, but we got the same passion, baby. That's what it's all about. My guy hogging around, and I sound like a weed whacker on steroids. But it's all love. There's no chance you're doing this on a gas bike. This is just something I absolutely love about the Surron, man. I can go literally anywhere, nobody cares. And if you're respectfully looking out for people, you're not flying through a field of kids or something, people don't mind it at all. Alright, enough of this shenanigans. Let's get out of here. Something else you gotta consider when you're adding a controller onto the bike is you're limited by the battery. So you're only gonna be able to output as much power as your battery will let you. I think with this battery, you're capable of pushing about 18 kilowatts. So naturally what I did to test it out was I cranked it up as much as I could. I cranked the phase amps all the way up to 800 and the kilowatts up to 18. And the bike was an absolute monster. However, I did get a light on the dash here, which is just simply a BMS telling me like, hey man, turn it down. You're pushing too much power. No biggie. I mean, come on. Doing 45, chilling in a wheelie right now on an e-bike. This is insane. Alright, so let's have some fun here. Let's turn it all the way up in sport mode and see what happens. We're gonna take the kilowatts up to 18, and we're gonna crank the phase amps all the way up to 763, which is plenty. Here we go, we're in sport. Oh my god. Who wants to pick the wheel up at 45? Let's just put her back in drive. Sport is just ridiculous. Like I said, it's only really used for rolling burnouts. Now I say it's time for us to get some more footage of me just riding and enjoying this Torp controller paired up with this Ultra B. So we're gonna shoot out west a little bit, see if we get a break in this traffic and actually give this thing a little spin. Maybe stop to get a water or something. Gatorade for electrolytes. Thank you. We gotta replenish our electrolytes. We're out here sweating. Now that we've properly hydrated, let's go do some Surron things, like ride on the opposite side of the road, because that's always a smart idea. This bike has a mind of its own. What can I say? It's such a futuristic hobby. I almost feel like I'm an alien in a UFO sometimes on this thing. It's a great time to be alive. Had to get on the FaceTime with the old girl real quick. Oh man, I love Chicago. See if we can get a little combo going here. Go for a knee knocker foot drag into a side saddle. Foot drag, side saddle. Yes sir, we got those. Into the gas station. Do a little 360 in here. Yep, come on, you got it. And back on the road like nothing ever happened. My guy's got the speakers on the passenger seat. I never seen somebody put the speakers on the passenger seat.
The cable, you can bring it outside, you can bring it wherever you want.
Outside too?
Yeah, this one you buy them in New York. That's why.
Awesome, nice man. Huh? Electric, yeah. This one new is like 7,000. It's a lot. Stock, it'll do like 65. It's fast, man. Yeah.
How long do you take to charge?
Like charge 4 hours. Yeah.
How much is it?
You can ride like 50, 60 miles. It's nice, yeah. Take it easy, brother. Even when I'm doing these seat standers, I got the tune so perfect that I barely even need to use the brake ever. I have the slightest bit of engine brake on, throttle sensitivity exactly where I need it to be. I'm just gliding when I'm doing these seat standers. Yeah, brother. Hogging around. Nice bike, brother. That's my boy. Yeah.
I love this video, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. You want to see how this thing rips? Not bad for an e-bike, huh? Yeah, dude, it hits. It hits for sure. Yeah. You local around here?
Yeah, man. I'm in Avondale, but my shop, we do mostly shop.
Okay, yeah, I see your shirt.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right over at Grand and Rockwell over here.
We'll have to stop by sometime.
Alright, cool.
Be safe out here, brother.
Yeah.
CPD, how you doing? Not only does Torp provide quality parts for Surrons, but they also provide a quality experience for the public when you give a Torp controller to a fellow like me. So please, Torp, continue to do what you're doing. Just doing some Surron things. Do-do-do-do-do. Don't mind me. Thank you. Have a good day. I'd say we go jump on the highway real quick to end this video and show you guys what sport motor is capable of. For those of you not familiar, this is the 290 Interstate. This is a major highway, so this is the real deal. Let's see what this little e-bike can do. Way too much traffic to really test this thing out, but let's have some fun on the highway, shall we? All these people are looking at me like, what the hell is this guy doing? Who is this idiot coming down 290 on an e-bike, tweaking? Oh my god, this is so much fun. Thank you, Torp, for making stupid things like this possible. I'm on the interstate. I'm on 290 with an e-bike doing wheelies. Whee! Whee! Please do not try anything you see. This is all because Torp decided to give the biggest idiot a controller. And now things like this are gonna be happening on a normal occurrence. I wanna give a big thanks to my buddy Surge Neeks from the Surge Stunts team for making this all come together and happen. And then I wanna give a huge shout out to Torp Motors for building such quality products, having great customer service, and providing this controller for us to test out. This is one of the only ones in the world right now in the Ultra V, so thank you guys both for making this all come together. It's such a great time, and I love having stuff like this to provide for the channel.